So that is your answer, just as I thought. Well, I guess soon we'll meet one last time. But today was the last time we had such a peaceful conversation. Have you threatened me just now? Is that what you're doing? Yeah, alright everybody, we are here today with some more Who is Zombie? Not zombie, Zombie. We're on day 17 of 30, which means we're definitely approaching our ending here pretty soon. However, there are 9 different endings, so we'll see which one we get. And for those of you that have picked the game, once we get our ending here, I'm curious to see what ending you got, depending on the choices you've made. So do hook me up, but don't do it until, we actually get one, so it doesn't spoil necessarily the route that I'm going on right now. That being said, today we have new restrictions. The government's new vaccine show 100% cure success rate for patients with partial skin color changes. Meanwhile, the government advises civilian shelters to step up security due to the emergence of the new Spitter strain. The Spitter strain. Okay? So apparently now, if you have green, not the entire body, but just like say an arm or a head or something, you're fine. You can now come in. But more than likely, purple and green is still no good. And all green, obviously no good, but partial is fine. Also, people from row house out, quarantine on levels has been lifted, so that's fine. But we were also looking out for people who have apparently eaten corn, right? Yeah, food. Individuals who have consumed rice or corn, out of here.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
Donald Jackson. Anything you want to say? Isn't the weather nice? Where have you been recently? I come from Lufthoven. I wanted to ask about food, but I guess it's fine because there's nothing about food. Oh, come on in, wacky man. Gun. What's the weapon for? This is for defending our town from the zombies. Okay, that's good. Have you anything to eat? I had rice cake. Sorry. No rice. Blank eyes all green. No. Don't like that one. Susan, you look a little bit different. It's hard to believe, but you used to be slim, huh? Have you had anything to eat recently? Isn't the weather nice? Okay, and you go. Partial. El Romnia. I guess you win? He's a... I ask about food, but I didn't show up. 6 of 13 we're looking for here. What's the weapon for, Doug? What's the weapon for? Oh, you'll destroy us all? Get out of here, Thomas Robinson, you maniac. Oh, big fist man, get out of here. Ashley Duncan. Where have you... Oh, wait, Rojas. Wait. People from Rojas out. Sorry. No offense. Brian Morris, Avonton. How'd you get here? I wanted to ask if you had anything to eat, but it's not coming up, so in you just go like that. 3 more to go. Kevin Book. Have you eaten? Eat some corn. Don't like the corn, my friend. Wacky eyes, get out of here. That looks nothing like you at all, dog. Get out of here. Oh yeah, I lost weight. No, you lost height while you're at it as well. Okay, let's see what we got here today with you guys. Brian's off for a few days, right? Doing Brian business. What do we got from the giggling doctor here, huh? Alan, I'm sorry for lashing out at you a while ago. What's that? That's
Wow.
That's cringy. Apologizing for something you have done wrong is cringy. Not laughing at like a weirdo and chuckling after every single sentence. That's perfectly fine. Apologizing for an outburst, now that's cringy. I'm gonna fight this man. By the way, do you know about the new strain? I think I saw something in the newspaper. In case we have to face it, I've added a new device to the door. You'll see it when you go out there tomorrow. Hee. Well, that was fast. There won't be any problems this time, will there? I've run all the tests, everything works like a charm. Hee. This new strain is a really nasty thing. People are coughing up sticky blood that covers up the glass, interrupting the screening. Ugh. Now you can press the button to close another iron gate in front of the glass and keep the people away from it. It's so simple that even you can't mess it up. Heh. You always seem to find a way to give people a hard time. Well, the real culprit here is the government's design. They didn't give it enough thought and use glass, which is easily polluted. Anyway, yeah, thanks. It's my job. Cringy SOB. What do you got for me, Belle? It's tough to be on duty alone, isn't it, Belle? Oh, now I'm giggling too. Okay, now see, now it really is cringy, Aiden. Knock off, Leon. Help me. I know, but we have to be strong. Vaccines for certain symptoms are already available, aren't they? Even if the shipments are limited. I read an article in today's newspaper. I think there is hope. Yeah, we'll get through. Can't believe it's raining again. This guy doesn't like rain, but Scumbag is indeed back. I know, right? Why does it rain every time I come here? Oh, hi. Today's the third time, I guess. You seem to be getting used to it, huh? By the way, this place still has no name, right? Yeah, we've tried to come up with some cool names, but once we start analyzing them, it all sounds like garbage. Soon the government will be selecting the best civilian chateau again. So you'd better give your place a name before then. Yeah, it's very important that we give this shelter a name. Not the fact that we're doing a good job, but gotta name it. A name. I don't know, it's giving me a headache. How about we call it the Giggles Shelter? Because that's what everybody here does, just giggles. September 29, 2033. Hey, look at that. We're near my actual birthday. According to the government sources, Neocosmos, the cultists, leadership has independently developed a wearable living tissue aid based on zombie DNA, allowing its wearer to control zombies like a queen bee controls worker bees. How does that even happen? How do you even do that?
Problem?
A new strain called Speeder has been added today. People infected with the Speeder strain, whether accepted or rejected, cough up green blood that sticks to the glass door before disappearing. Press the button below the iron gate before screening them. To close the iron gate before screening them. That way you won't have to clean and repair your glass door. Ah. Okay. However, after you've closed the iron gate, you need to press the button to reopen it. That's all you need to know about the iron gate. So they're gonna be like dripping from the mouth, right? Okay, so let's see here. Patricia Thompson, Los Leones, everything looks fine. Anything I have to worry about in terms of food? Questions, so in you go. Your neck is looking pretty jacked up there. You're gonna have to keep on moving. You are all green, which is no good. No good. Googly eyes, in you go, Jennifer Miller, with all that junk in the trunk. Partially green is fine. In you go. What is that gun for? My dude? You gave it to your self-defense? Are you hungry? I've had some steamed corn. Nope. Cannot come in with some steamed corn in your belly. Avonton. Everything looks fine here, but have you had anything to eat? Did you live, Avonton? Did you come here on foot? Oh, here's the eat. Nothing. Okay, in you go. Big hands. No, get out of here, big hands. Carol Garcia. I saw it in the newspaper too. Weapon. I need to defend myself. Santiago, I think it's fine. Yes. Mark Robinson, weapon. I'll destroy you all. Good. Makes it a lot easier for me to send you on out of here. Mixture is bad, right? I had a brain fart on that one. Let's see. What about you? Weapon? I won't say anything. Well, then I won't let you in. Simple as. Paul Garcia. Have you eaten? What did I eat? Nothing. What about that tool, dog? What about the tool? I wish we had appropriate weapons. We need to deal with these zombies. Los Leones, I think everything is fine. We have met our quota. Oh! Googly eyes, in you go. Did, Wait a second. I didn't read what Homeboy said. He went by really quickly. I didn't get a ding though, so I think that's fine. But Spitter came out. I've been calling it Spitter, but it's just like a spitter. They're literally spitter zombies apparently, because it's coming out of the mouth. But I closed the door on them, but I saw that they had googly eyes. So googly eyes means come in. So basically, you just want to treat it as normal. Like if you see Spitter, just bring the thing down and then you go your usual choices that you normally would make. And that's how you decide, I guess. Okay. Well, we got everything right, correct? Yes. And the bonus. I need to ask you something. Have any ideas about a name for our shelter? No. Okay. Riveting conversation, Alan. Thanks, appreciate it. I heard the inspector came again today. Did you do well? Dunno, maybe. Bill, there's something I need to discuss with you. Is this about the new strain they announced today? No, it's not that serious. It's about the name for our shelter. We need to choose one. Can we just call it whatever we want? I don't know. Okay. Well, that was a very productive conversations that we had tonight. Got a lot completed here, huh? Damn rain shows no signs of stopping. Ryan's gonna have a hard time on his way back. What's this? I got another battery. So we got 3 bars now? Yo, let's go. Rain in Lufthaven. Citizens who have been exposed to rain in Lufthaven are now out. Interesting. Large-scale incineration of zombie corpses by the government led to a high concentration of the zombie virus in the atmosphere. Rainwater is likely to contain dangerous amounts of the virus. The government strongly recommends citizens to stay indoors on rainy days. Okay, George Wilson from Avonton. Anything you like to say? Uh-huh. Come here on foot. You ran all the way here. Nothing about food, so I'm hoping you didn't eat any corn. Amanda Scott. I'm just looking about the weapon. I need to defend yourself. Are you hungry? I'm a meat eater. Okay, well that makes it a lot easier. Los Leones? I think she's fine. Kevin Ford from Lufthaven. Lufthaven? No, Lufthaven I think was lifted. Oh, no. It's raining. Lufthaven rain, no good. No good. Kevin Walker, Veronia. Anything about that weapon you want to say, dude? You won't say anything, then I won't let you in. Simple as that. Ashley Wilson. Oh, your hand is mangled up, sorry. That was a hard one to see. Uh-oh, spitter. Get him on out of here. All green is no good. Big fist is no good. Okay, we got a little bit of headway here. Close that. Get Iron Gate out of here. Nancy Lee, partial perp is fine. Even if it is Banfroad. No on you. Okay. Passed again. All good. Any riveting conversation today, lads? Alan, I need your help again. Oh, what is it now? A battery. Give me a hand with this, mounting it properly. Ugh. 5 minutes under that rain, and I'll be all wet. Do you understand? Yes, I understand that rain makes people wet. It's a intriguing discovery, Alan. It's gotta be done, I'm counting on you. Damn you, give me that. Thank you. Lovely fella. What, Brian? He's not back yet. But he said he'd be back in 3 days. Maybe the roads were blocked off because of all of the rain? If that's so, I hope it's nothing serious. You know how we had that conversation about if we would allow people in from our group if they were infected? You don't think. I got so many things to worry about that my head is gonna explode. Neocosmos screenings, Ryan's still out there somewhere, and the name for the shelter. So important about this name, huh? So nothing new today, we just got to follow up with everything, which is good. Damage caused by the Neocosmos gradually increases. In retaliation, the government has issued an emergency order to locate the members of the group. The order will be enforced starting from today. The civilian shelter's strength and the government plan to join forces. Okay, oops, spitter. Turn off and get on out of here. Get on out of here, my friend. Charles, that's not you. At all. Andrew Wilson, partial perp is fine. All perp is, I think, all fine as well. Good. No. Get out of here, big hands. Matthew Martin. No injuries? Did you, did you nothing to eat? That's weird. No, I guess in you go. Lufthaven, how did you get here? I rode my bike. Does it count as the same thing? If you ride your bike in the rain, you don't get wet, apparently. Who knew? Lufthaven again. How'd you get here? Horseman? Is that the same thing? Wait a second. So, if you walk in the rain, you get wet. If you're on the bike, though, and on a horse, you don't get wet somehow. That's insane. Alright, another passing grade. see what we got here with our dynamic duo. You should all thank me. What? If it weren't for me, the shelter would be doomed. Huh, that's right. Looks like these crazy idiots are roaming about out there. You can't let such idiots win, Aiden. Of course not, Alan. Maniac. The situation is serious. I know, right? Neocastle's going crazy. At this rate, yeah, gonna think of it. Is Brian still out there? Well, since it's still raining, let's wait a little more. I'm getting worried. I'm telling you, I'm not sure if my boy's coming back, and if he is, he's coming back infected, then we'd probably have to make that really big call, and here we go with the other crazy. Good morning, sir. You. Don't stare at me like that. I promised I'd come back, didn't I? So here I am. Please go back to wherever you came from. Or we can tie you up and you'll tell us where you just came from. Would you like that? I don't think my people would enjoy such an inhumane measure. You should do what I say while I'm asking politely. I want to hear your answer. Depending on that, I will decide whether I'll visit you again or this will be our last meeting. What the heck do you want to hear? Do you have any idea how many people are suffering because of your cold-hearted decisions? These poor people have nowhere to go. All they have is each other, so they stick together, waiting for death to come and release them. Do you know that the expelled citizens are rioting to fight back? What happened to your face? Do you know who's turned them into such monsters? It's people like you. Don't you see? You are no better, even worse. There's nothing that makes you better than us. Actually, I can still remember the look in the eyes of the supervisor that expelled us. As we wandered around, we ran into a zombie horde. My partner helped me fight back but got infected. And then, he cried and begged me to take his life before he could turn. Oh, William, if only I could hold your hand again. Rebecca, you... Just like you expelled the infected with disgust to protect those you have selected. We are trying to change the world for the poor people who have been abandoned by you. This is the purpose of Neocosmos. Abandoned people. So, what will it be? Do you wish to build a new world with us? I stand with the citizens and my comrades who have placed their trust in me. These people, what have I? Look, you actually paint a pretty sad story. I feel for you, your situation, the issues you have within you that are causing you to feel this way. But I can't, just because some random person told me their sob story, it's like, oh, you know what? You're right. Screw the people here that I've been helping and screw my comrades. Rebecca's the right choice, sorry. So that is your answer, just as I thought. Well, I guess soon we'll meet one last time. But today was the last time we had such a peaceful conversation. May you find your salvation. Have you threatened me just now? Is that what you're doing? The threat? What's a threat? It's like you have my own beliefs. Besides, I have comrades who look up to me. I could never do something like that. I do feel sorry for those who we turned down, but I cannot forget that those we've accepted, their trusting smiles. I will do what it takes to keep them safe. Avonton. Armed citizens or citizens in possession of tools from Avonton out. Massive violent riots in Avonton. Rioters are still believed to pose a threat. Any agitated citizens from Avonton showing up should be thoroughly interrogated. Why? If they're from Avonton they got tools, I'm just gonna say no, right? Spitter? No can do. No can do. Karen Watson? You look relatively ragged there. Anything you want to say? You're thirsty? How'd you get here? You flew, huh? Impressive. Santa Maria, in you go. Partial green is fine. Partial green is fine. I don't think missing an arm is fine, right? Yes, okay. Richard Adams from Avonton. I mean, do I have to really ask him about the weapon? We need to build barricades. Okay. I mean, that's what I figured. Like, I wasted time there because I wanted to ask him questions because it said they should be thoroughly interrogated, but the command was that they're from so-and-so and so-and-so, he was out. But the newspaper kind of led me astray where it's kind of like, question him thoroughly. Alright, so today, no Alan. He's been such a, riveting conversation piece thus far. But no Brian either, which is, again, worrisome. Belle, I finally chose a name for our shelter. Actually, the hints were really close. Really? What is it? Sweet home. Are you kidding me? Why? Could you not come up with something more classy? Just think about all the other shelters. Take for example Strength, sounds solid. Or the Genocider, they massacre zombies. The Genocider, that's what you want a shelter to be called? I don't think I want to be in a shelter called the Genocider. Ever since I started screening people, I had this question in the back of my mind. Looking at the saddened faces of those that I turned down, I couldn't help but wonder whether I was doing what was right, whether I had the right to decide how they would spend the rest of their lives. But today, I realized something. Do you remember the picture on the wall of the screening hall? The four of us smiling in front of the shelter that looks like a house? Right. Even if we can't do anything for those we had to reject, behind my shoulders there is all these people who have found a new home here. And thanks to them, I've realized that our shelter is for them truly a sweet refuge. Aiden. This is why Sweet Home is the most appropriate name for this place. I know it sounds quite childish when compared to the other shelters. You're right, Aiden. It's a good name. If Brian were here, he'd probably say, "Whatever the name may be, the leader has spoken and I shall follow." As for Alan, he doesn't seem to care about these things. Oh, by the way, he's still out there, isn't he, Brian? Looks like the rain will soon stop. My bet is that he'll be back here tomorrow. I hope nothing happens. Let's wait until tomorrow and see. Don't worry too much. Well, we got time for one more day, so let's see if indeed Brian is back now that the rain is gone. Finally, some sun. It's been a while. It's great. Good morning, Belle. Good morning. Do you know what's going on? Why is there such a large military presence this morning? Soldiers who demonstrate propensity for violence out. And the quarantine has been lifted from row house. National Armed Forces plan to visit civilian shelters to check the state of internal security. However, some of the soldiers that have been infected are expected to show up. Despite being zombies, these individuals are skillful with firearms, so great caution is advised. Should we close the doors to them as well, or what? Soldiers who demonstrate propensity for violence. Like you. You come here on foot? Anything I want to say? I'm dying of hunger. Aren't you hungry? Delicious meat? Okay, he didn't seem violent, or is that? Patricia Thompson, Los Leones? Is your hand jacked up, or is he just really small? Los Leones, did you come here on foot? You like to say? Okay. Everything's fine. Big hands is no good. Kenneth Green, anything you want to say? Open the door, come on. Have you eaten? Nothing. I guess everything's fine. Nothing to worry about rain this time, too. Googly eyes? Sure, come on in, buddy. Sure, come on in, googly eyes. Open. Big hands, get out of here. Helen Morgan Ramya. How'd you get here? Yep. Have you eaten? Boiled rice. No bueno. A lot of extras. Brian? No Brian. No Bell either. Well, this is the last thing we're doing, so let's see what Alan has to say. And then in the morning we go through that event, because that's where the game essentially saves in the morning. And I think next episode we should probably come back for the finale. Next episode, we might run longer if we have to, but I think we're close enough to the day 30 that we might as well just do it in one fell swoop. So let's see what Alan has to say right here. Alan, what are you up to these days? I'm working on a mega weapon that will wipe out all the zombies. Oh, of course you are. As soon as my work is done, this zombie nightmare will be over. You're scaring me today, Alan. Scares me every single day. Every single day this madman scares me. Brian, are you back? It's a really good day. The birds are singing, the flowers are blooming. On days like this, supervisors like me had to sit down and carry on with screening. He's back! But are you infected? Aiden. Brian, where have you been? Oh, well, it's a long story. Let's talk in the evening. Right now, it's time to do some work for Belle. Her hands were full here while I was gone. It is a good day then if Brian's back. How I miss that Terminator face. Lufthaven citizens are out. Why? Well, the government sealed off all roads which connect to Lufthaven to increase internal security. Citizens leaving Lufthaven and seeking refuge in other shelters are doing so in violation of the government orders and should not be accepted. So it's not really because they're infected or anything. This time it's just straight up, they're just apparently violating a law, but they're not infected. See, now that one's a bit extra sketchy. It's like, I'm sorry, you're not infected, but you can't come into the shelter with non-infected people. The government said so. Alright, either way. Next episode, I feel we should wrap it up, so definitely join me for that one. And we'll see about our ending, which one we get. Everything's been going pretty good so far. But we'll see what Brian has to say at nighttime. Maybe that throws a little wrench in the entire equation. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Stick around for the next episode. Should be our finale. I'll catch you next time.